Hey guys, Bob Brennaman here. I'm a realtor in Mount Pleasant, and today we're going to take you on a tour of a home we're getting ready to close here in Snee Farm. And it is located in kind of central South Mount Pleasant. Great location, and I hope you enjoy the tour. All right, so we're going to take you through a house that we're getting ready to close here in Snee Farm. And Snee Farm, for those of you who don't know, is probably one of my favorite neighborhoods right now. Just for the fact there's so many different ways to get in and out of Snee Farm. There's a lot of people that are coming in and buying these older houses, which you can see from as I'm walking through here, are on great, big lots with lots of trees. So again, Snee Farm is a place I think has a lot of room for potential even growth as far as prices go, and they've really shot up since probably 2020, 21 pandemic time. But I think there's a lot of room left to grow because it's such a great location to get to downtown Charleston, to get to the beaches, really just anywhere throughout Mount Pleasant. You can get to the airport pretty quick from here because the way it ties into 526 off of Long Point Road. So, a lot of upside for this neighborhood. And we looked at buying back here, gosh, when my kids were little, and the houses we looked at just didn't quite check enough boxes, but I really regret some days not making it work because I think probably would have done a tick better, even though we've done great with our house that we bought in Brickyard, 15, 16 years ago. So, but anyway, taking y'all through this has been pretty much largely renovated. I think there's some plans to also renovate and add on to this house. That's the other thing I like about Snee. What you're seeing is people come through and they're buying these houses, these ranches, and you can see, this is a ranch. And they're, taking walls out, they're expanding on things, and that's giving, just a lot of opportunity to, if you bought the same house that was built, it was a 3,000 square foot house, you take a 2,000 square foot house and you expand it to 3,000, it's going to cost you less than it would if you were to buy a house that wasn't. So I think that there's a lot of options for renovations here, and really a lot of the stuff inside of South Mount Pleasant you're going to see. We are seeing these neighborhoods people come in and buy and fix up and add on to in some cases. So you get, bedroom or a little office nook area built up here. And the washer and dryer generally don't convey with a house. Anything that unplugs is something you have to write into a contract in South Carolina. And I'm told this is supposed to go here in the next couple of days. So when you're doing a contract in South Carolina, you definitely want to make sure if you want things that unplug, that you write them into the contract, have your agent write them into the contract, because stuff like washer and dryer, unless put in the contract, does not convey by default. And I think it's a little different in other states from what I've been able to gather. Let's do this. Let's do the rest of the house, and then I'll take y'all on to the backyard, which is awesome. Homes always look different when they're vacant. Some pluses, some minuses. Then they've done some renovating in this house in the bathrooms. The master bath, which we'll get to in a second, has been completely renovated. A little pocket door. Well, it's not opening, but there we go. Which, we have a house that has too many pocket doors, but I think in some cases the pocket doors are really beneficial, like this certainly, because you don't have to swing of the door. And I say it all the time, subway tile is pretty timeless. even though we're seeing it done, I would say super frequently and have for the last probably 7 or 8 years here. So I hope that holds up over time. And I believe it's a wood burning fireplace. You don't get as many of those. A lot of them are gas, but again, this house is built, I think it was built in 79. I may be wrong on that, but all right, so nice screen porch. And I'll be honest, it is July the 29th. And it's pretty daggone hot here in Mount Pleasant. I think it's pretty much hot anywhere in the United States right now. Fig tree. Gosh. Get that up out of the way. I don't need to step on that. Where did that come from? All right, y'all, that's a wrap. Again, my name is Bob Brennaman with the Brennaman Group here in Mount Pleasant. And if you like our videos, be sure to click in the right-hand corner of the screen, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to ask me questions about Mount Pleasant, Snee Farm, anything related to the Charleston, South Carolina area, I've lived here for 35 years and love to talk to you about it. You can reach me at 843-345-6074. You can check out my website for all of Charleston, which is brennamangroup.com. Until next time, y'all,